Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the One Duplicant Challenge. I already went ahead and in between the episodes I prepared the rocket that I want to use for today's episode. The goal is to go straight for the niobium volcano as quickly as possible, so this is going to be the planetoid we try to colonize today. And we're gonna do that in one simple way with this rocket that has way more than enough fuel, but we're also gonna add a gas cargo canister in order to provide the oxygen for the Spacefarer module and the Atmo suits. I also featured 2 battery modules and 3 solar panels. So there's not much more going on, however what we do need to make sure we already have is a gas pump. Maybe I'm just gonna set that up here. Actually, we need to go down a little bit lower so we can get the fresh oxygen. Go ahead and pipe this all the way up. We're just gonna jump over here and fill all of these modules up. Some bridge here, there and there to jump over the outputs. Now this is the Spacefarer module we're gonna go for, and the change for this one here, as mentioned, are gonna be the Atmo suits. So we're gonna need an Atmo suit checkpoint here. Then of course a dock, and we're gonna have 2 of them so we can quickly go in and out of the rocket. And then finally, I think if I have the space, I'm still gonna do my usual setup here with the mechanized airlock and everything. Maybe a gold tile here and then a bunch of carpeted tiles. They go right there, and then I can still kind of do the same thing here with the oxolite in order to provide oxygen to the interior, and this way I'm gonna be able to spend a couple more cycles without problems. Looking at this room, this could just as well be the bedroom. Furniture, we need a comfy bed, well, don't really need it, and we're gonna add 2 metal tiles here to get less radiation. Maybe have a pneumatic door right there. We can have our ladder shaft right inside. This should be enough space for the bathroom, though probably not looking at it. Well, let's set up the necessities first maybe. If this is gonna be the wall toilet, then we can have a hand sanitizer here. And what do we need? We need like 12 tiles, I believe, right? Yeah, sure. I don't really mind. Let's just set this up like so. We have a little ladder and then a door we can step on. This is gonna be the mess hall. So add that right here, then maybe a water cooler would be nice. And we can even add a decorative item such as a flower pot. We then furthermore have the space to take along some materials with us, and we also need a fridge. Can we set this up upstairs? We don't really need the recreational building for the mess hall, and I don't think we need a great hall. Do we even have great hall status for the other guys? No, it's still just a mess hall, so it doesn't matter. That means I'm gonna set up an additional storage here as well as a food storage refrigerator. Good. Now inside this rocket we're also gonna require some wires. I'm probably gonna allow the power to come through the top here. I think that makes sense. So now we can go ahead and do something like that. This is probably the only thing we really need to power up. We're then gonna add our 2 sensors. For one, the star map location sensor, and then the other one is gonna be an Atmo sensor. Oh, actually, let's go ahead, delete that fridge and storage. What we actually need is a rocket control station. Totally forgot about that. So we can probably have that right here. Yeah, that's actually looking good. I'm gonna unpause now and continue with the automation. We want the star map location sensor to go directly into the control station. And then it should also lead into the door, where the Atmo sensor is also going to lead into the door, but with a delay. So I'm actually going to switch the position of the fridge and the storage bin. Now I can conveniently go down here and also join up with this. And now all I need is a bunch of filter gates, both leading to the door. And of course, this is going to prevent the bug from occurring where it doesn't register the door open or closed. And there's just something weird going on then. I'm also gonna add some more gold tiles here on the top to max out the decoration. We should still have enough space here. It's 20 tiles minus 3. Plus we're also gonna add a bunch of hanging pots. And after that, I think we are completely done. No, that's actually a lie. We need lots and lots of gas pipes. Let's see. This is the output here. And actually that reminds me, we should make sure we are building the pipes here on the outside and everything. Also this gas pump. Yeah, and then I also need a way to prevent other gases from entering. So I'm gonna take a little detour here where we're gonna set this up. Just a little security measure. Gas pipe element sensor goes here together with a pressure vent. If we detect oxygen, then we want to close it. So we need a NOT gate that goes here, some automation wire. Et voila, that should be done. So now once we start pumping the oxygen, if we get some of this polluted oxygen, it is not gonna continue. But this is going directly into the module for one. And then right here, I'm going to set up something new. Let's actually get rid of that ladder. Not gonna need it. What we actually need to get this loaded is a gas rocket port loader. And I think I might want to build this out of steel. We just need to have it adjacent to one of our rocket platforms. And then we're gonna grab the oxygen we're bringing in here and we're putting it into this machine. This is also gonna require a little bit of power, but that shouldn't be an issue. And then once the oxygen is incoming, as a matter of fact, I might just wanna go ahead and delete these pipes. I'm not gonna need them this way, because all we want is through the rocket gas port loader, we want to go ahead and fill up the gas cargo canister, which is then gonna provide the oxygen to the Spacefarer module. Well, not to the Spacefarer module itself, but through this slot right here, it's gonna go directly into the atmosuits, so we can have these atmosuits filled for quite a while before we run out of oxygen. Now there's gonna be one more problem, and that is the leftover oxygen from the atmosuits and the atmosuits that break themselves. But what we're actually gonna do is fill this up with a bunch of atmosuits. Let me see. Clothing and atmosuits. If we just go ahead and fill this up with, let's say, 5 fresh atmosuits at 100%, then we should be good for the entirety of the journey. And then the oxygen bottles will just accumulate here at the bottom. We can then bring them back to our base to feed the main system. That sounds pretty logical to me, if you ask me. I'm not 100% sure. Let's go ahead and build some of these atmosuits. I think 5 should be enough. So if we just go ahead, choose copper for instance, set this to 5, we should be fine. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I don't have a storage for the suits anymore, so the storage here on the top should be preferred. And we can see even at priority 9, no pending delivery. So all my atmosuits are currently in use somewhere and I need to craft new ones. Good, and before we forget, we should do the plumbing as well. Let's go ahead and do that. This here is the output. And we're gonna do the same thing as we always do. Just wiggle down a little bit until this spot and then into the toilet. Lovely. Okay, that is gonna take a while to build everything. Maybe in the meantime we can already think about how we actually want to do this. If we have a look at the planetoid itself, it is a dangerous place. And I figured one thing we could actually attempt is already ship the materials that we require to build a rocket platform station. Let me see. For instance, we could decide to go for copper and then we just build this somewhere. Let's say around here would be a good spot. Yeah, I guess it doesn't honestly really matter too much. My first landing is gonna happen right here, so I can snatch a little bit of obsidian, but my main goal is now to ship over some stuff with the interplanetary launcher. And if we manage to do that, without it dropping into the magma, we should be golden. So let's say we go for a conveyor loader here, just set this up so we can get this going as quickly as possible. There is also some power, easy peasy. And then we're just gonna ship over a little bit of copper until we have enough to actually build this platform before we come here. So I was first thinking about using a orbital cargo module, but this is way too risky because we might actually have to shoot quite a few times until we are successful. So what am I doing at the moment? Refilling the magma, of course. The petroleum boiler has to keep going. Alright, we are back. It is about 10 cycles or so later and we managed to fill up the gas cargo canister and I also managed to finish the entirety of the interior. We did not actually have the space to put the hanging pots here and I also had to put in a gas output fitting because the one that we were using here can only be used from the outside. So if we just check out the outside of the rocket right here, this is the port that leads directly into the module. However, in conjunction with the gas cargo canister, we need that extra output fitting. So now this is coming from the top going into the atmosuits and then the oxolite right here plus 3 extra atmosuits. No, actually 4 extra atmosuits. One is already in there and the other one would be occupied by the one that I'm already wearing coming in. Then we have here our refrigerator filled with 40 cycles worth of calories. I set the atmos sensor to below 1500 degrees, set the star map location sensor to the home planetoid only. So everywhere else nothing is going to be disabled, but on the home planetoid it is going to be grounded. Finally, we could decide for a couple of building materials that we might want to take along with us, such as igneous rock that might come in handy. But we will also require other materials, but I would say we're gonna get started with igneous rock as a building material. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure we fill up the entirety of the storage bin, then I'm probably gonna drop it on the floor and decide for other materials. I'm most likely gonna forget something, but the most important part is that we get the rocket platform going and that we manage to dig into the terrain to reach the niobium volcano. So what we're gonna do now is change the interplanetary launcher to launch over here to Obsidibo, and then we need to fill this up with copper. I believe that is the material that I've chosen here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, copper. We're gonna give this a very high priority, allow manual use. Let me check if we are going to do that. And then if we fill this up with 1000 units exactly, then we can shoot 5 times. Yeah, here we go. I'm coming in and right now I'm just switching the priority. So I'm switching to priority 1, so I'm not bringing any new... Oh, actually it was only 65 kilograms. What the heck? I was hoping to fill this up with exactly 1000 units. That would have been extremely useful. No, actually just screw it. We can be a little bit wasteful if I'm not mistaken. Copper to... What? Sorry, we can be wasteful. 227 tons. Okay, so I'm just gonna launch whatever I can. By now, I think it's time for another outfit. Let's go with a confetti suit. Why the heck not? Yeah, I'm gonna equip that as soon as I'm done eating. And there we go, confetti suit. That's gonna make me happy. Okay, now I definitely have enough copper in there to shoot a couple of times, about 5 times. And of course, the system should be automatically reloading. Let me see that happen. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. And, well, it's a little bit wasteful because it is far away. But at the rate we can actually produce everything, I do not worry. Also, phosphorite, we still have over 500 tons. Let me have a look at that payload. It is on its merry way, and it's gonna be arriving in already 0.2 cycles. Wow, just look at these guys going for it. There it is. The first one is going to arrive in 3 seconds. Let's have a look at the planetoid. And hopefully we're going to be lucky and some of them are going to be landing here, or even here is going to be fine. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, that was one not where we wanted. But it's just the game by chance now. Okay, there's one that we can actually have and it's already 200 kilograms. We just need 4 of these guys. Come on, give me another one. Oh, that's bad. Though at least the melting point is extremely high, so they do not... We could get them back if we really wanted to. That's the third one, already a goner again. There's just one more. I think we have to send over another load, so let's prioritize that. Oh, will you look at that. So we already got 2 successful shots. How wonderful. There goes most of my second load. Wonderful. And we have exactly 200 kilograms left, so this added up perfectly. Let's hope we now get 2 more successful shots and then we can launch the mission. In the meantime, what do we do when we are actually here? We want to make our way over here, get rid of that initial layer of magma and then just funnel down here somehow. We need to make it all the way down here past the obsidian, past the abyssalite in order to reach the niobium, and we want to do this with a vacuum. We will have everything we need in order to survive inside the rocket, so that's not the issue. The issue is we're gonna need certain materials. I think the payload should be incoming momentarily. Yeah, here we go. This one here is actually successful. Yeah, we can use most of these. So we're golden with the interplanetary payload, and that reminds me, actually, I totally forgot about one module that we require, but we can do that instead of a battery module. So we're gonna swap this battery module for a trailblazer. Do we have enough space for that? No, actually we need one more space, so I best sacrifice a solar panel. Yeah, that would have been catastrophic without the trailblazer module. Beautiful, so this is our finalized rocket. I'm gonna be worried a tiny bit about the solar panels, because we need to provide enough energy to supply at least the atmosuit docks. So I think apart from the igneous rock, another thing we could do is maybe bring along materials that we can use to build cables. Let me see. I think we have a good amount of copper. I'm just gonna go with that. We probably also want to bring along a little bit of plastic, just for a steam turbine or something like that. And then definitely also a metal and steel. We need plenty of steel.
Wonderful. I approximately have 10 tons of copper by now. I'm going for the plastic at this point and then glass for some solar panels. So we can probably do these together. I just need a tiny amount, 700 kilograms. Oh, that was glass actually. So that's enough for 4 solar panels already. So I'm canceling that. I think what we also need to do is craft a bit more steel. At this point we can definitely make use of it. 500 kilograms of plastic is probably enough, and I'm also gonna go for refined copper, so we also already have that as a building material. 7 tons, that's probably already enough, so I'm just sticking with the steel now, and I'm gonna craft some more before we launch the rocket. Good, I'm done with the crafting. I just expelled the steel here. We have a little bit over 2 tons, which is enough for an aqua tuner and everything else inside a steam room. There's potentially something else we have to take with us, but it doesn't come to mind. But I'm pretty sure we still have to make our way back in order to grab the materials we require. Maybe if I check, I'm actually gonna find it. Miscellaneous diamonds. Yeah, of course, for temp shift plates, that might be useful. Or just generally to withstand the tremendous heat. Yeah, that might actually be a better idea, because we should have plenty of diamonds. As a matter of fact, I should check, because I'm not so certain anymore. Diamond, 66 tons. Yeah, that is perfect. I'm gonna take like 10 tons with me. That's enough for 10 temp shift plates or just glass tiles. Or I should say diamond tiles. Change that crew, Nathan, and we're gonna change the target to Obsidio. Well, the orbit of it. The checklist seems to be okay. Yeah, we're gonna take off. Begin that launch sequence. Good luck, Nathan. This is a historic moment. I didn't go for niobium in such a long time. I think we only did it in the first ultimate base. Either way, I wanna unequip my current Atmos suit and then we're gonna deliver it over here. As soon as I'm done with my piloting here and just being generally happy, I'm idle. Oh, I actually totally forgot about that. I will need access to that when I'm landed. I mean, it's correct. We don't need access when we are in space, so I don't need to activate that. But when we are on Obsidio, I will have to activate it without grounding the rocket. So we're gonna have to add a second star map location sensor. We fortunately enough have some copper here that we can use to do that. And so all I really want to do with this is maybe go into another filter gate and then just build this. I mean, that should be easy enough. And then for the time being, I'm just gonna switch this to in space as well, so the door opens. And that is gonna allow me to build everything and deliver the suit. Now, the mechanized airlock on Obsidio is gonna be permanently opened. That is fine. We will also have to enable the building as soon as we can here. Okay, so far so good, I would say. We are on our merry way, still 1 cycle away. The greatest adventure of our lives. There's one more problem that could potentially occur. Like, I first need to equip an Atmos suit before I can go out. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna undock that suit, and just before I arrive, I'm gonna equip it and then we can launch the Trailblazer module. We just reached piloting skill 56 and I'm about to arrive. Nathan, you're gonna go ahead, equip that. We switch the Atmos sensor again and now we can go on the planetoid. No, I actually have to wait until the next morning. So unequip that again. We wait until the next morning. So I have an entire cycle to actually do my chores. Oh yeah, enjoy your last evening. You're not gonna be as happy the next cycle, I can tell you that much. Oh, before I forget, we probably need the super duper hard digging skill. Hopefully I have enough morale for it. Oh no, I forgot to reset my skills. We might be able to do that after the fact because we have the materials to get a skill scrubber. So I just have to survive a cycle or two. Come on, stop eating. There we go. Now we're ready. Equip that Atmos suit. Trailblazer module. Nathan, you're gonna be deployed. Where do we want to do it? Probably right here. Yeah, that's good enough. What's going on? I literally deployed you. What are you doing? Maybe I actually need access to the hatch. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was the problem. Now we are landing. Okay, we have to make this cycle count. Nathan! It looks like I'm not wearing an Atmos suit, but I actually do. Now, we don't want to just nilly-willy empty that storage because we have copper in here. So first we need a little bit of obsidian. Let's get that going. And then I believe all we can do is just build an insulated tile here. And now we should be able to securely open this up without it melting immediately. And I'm gonna put this to a very high priority, so I'm picking up those materials right away. Ah, no. Okay, that is actually horrible. So from the looks of it, because these guys are already at a high temperature, they are melting immediately. That just made it a little bit more difficult. Let's get rid of that and make our way downstairs. Oh. I actually managed to put 400 kilograms in here because the Trailblazer module also was made out of copper. That means we only need to open up 2 of these successfully. Let's first of all try to get rid of some of that magma. I might be able to just kind of make it disappear. I'm then gonna take the igneous rock and with a high priority build the insulated tiles out of it. Let me move away from here. I don't want to stand in the magma. Oh no, I'm losing so much time. Okay, I'm already having a heat stroke. That is fine as long as I kind of survive. Oh, okay, I managed to get in some igneous rock here. That is very good. Okay, I think my idea here is kind of working out. The problem is just I'm totally running out of time. I'm gonna make my way over here and then I'm gonna try to make sure that I lift these guys and encase them. We'll also have to build some drywall behind that because it's gonna be liquefied. And in the meantime, I'm heating up this magma spot. Yeah, look at that. We can actually reach it behind there. We should be able to deal with the molten copper. Okay, it's now nighttime. Nathan is sleeping. We still have 50% stamina, so I don't necessarily need to sleep. Let's add an all-work schedule quickly for Nathan. And I just keep on building. All I have to do is get these materials going. Empty storage, empty storage. Oh, please, please, please. Go, 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 go. I don't even know how much I have left in my Atmo suit, but this is cooling down. Okay. Okay. I picked up another one. How much am I missing? 250 kilograms. Get some more tiles going here. Oh, geez. Come on. Go, do it. This is so stressful. I can't take it anymore. Okay. I'm at least doing something here. Take that. Okay, is it enough? Yes. Okay. Now we just need a... Why am I so stressed? Everything is fine, guys. We got the rocket platform. Now, what's the problem? We got a healthy dose of radiation sickness. Then we need to go ahead, build these ladders as quickly as possible. Now, for a brief moment, I need to get out of the way so we can actually land the rocket. Get out of the way. Come on. Nathan needs a break. Good. Can I already reach it? Yes. Oh my gosh, we did it. And I'm using the toilet immediately, which is great. We want to enable this. Then we want to deliver a suit. What's my radiation doing? 272. Okay, that's not too bad. I can vomit that out a little bit. I do not mind at all. My stress in the meantime is raising rapidly. So I need to reset my skills as soon as possible. I'm gonna try and do that right here on a bunch of insulated tiles, the skill scrubber, and then maybe right next to it we're gonna build a solar panel. Maybe even leave a little bit of space for a battery, that would be nice. Though the battery is gonna overheat rather quickly. Heavy watt wire, just connect that. Wonderful, there is my skill scrubber, and I think we're still gonna need a battery just, initially to actually get this done. Okay, then skill scrub, do it quick. Yeah. Okay. We first have to fill up the battery. Yeah, this is actually using a lot of watts, 480, something we cannot produce with just one solar panel. But what we can do is build another one, right? I mean, we should be able to just do it before the next cycle. Wait a second, are you sleeping? Oh my gosh, Nathan. Colonizing this planetoid is an absolute nightmare. Now, because of the radiation vomiting, actually all of my oxalite evaporated, so we're gonna have to live with popped eardrums and dead plants, unfortunately. Okay, we finally reset our skills. Nice. The only thing I really need is super duper hard digging. That's something we have to be able to do. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we can do a lot more. We had like all the piloting stuff and everything. So we're already gonna do improved carrying and possibly the improved tinkering. Mechatronics engineering, yeah, that's all no problem. I'm gonna stick with that for now and then relax one more cycle inside the rocket before we can take on the rest of this.
Good, now it's all about playing this smart, well, at least as smart as possible. We have access to obsidian here, and we can build a little protective walkway. Like if we add some tiles here and then another layer there, we should be able to block most of the radiation. Yeah, I think for the next journey here, we might want to switch to lead suits. This radiation sickness is horrible, or at least I have to take some tablets with me. Just take a chill pill and be cured. Oh, I just realized my stress is still going up. Yeah, there's a lot wrong here. I seem to be pretty happy again. Let me just get going with that build here, and then I'm gonna be right back once we start with the magma. But I'm not too sure. This has been such a stressful episode, we might just end it at this point. Okay, I think I finally did it. I made some kind of a secure hallway so I can start working my way down here, and I also dug up some more obsidian. Let's have a look inside the rocket. It is just an absolute mess of vomit right now. But if we check out Nathan, I'm doing much better. Like my net stress is minus 0.02, and well, we are about to cry our soul out again. I can show you how that looks right now. So it is a pretty sad picture, to say the least. But yeah, now I don't see a reason to just, make our way down here with the obsidian that we actually gathered. Everything here can be hot, so I'm just gonna build it out of normal tiles, and then if we make our way down, tile by tile, we might be in for a treat. So let's just go ahead, build that obsidian ladder. That should easily withstand the heat. Actually, like this, it's not possible. I need to get rid of the magma by either deleting it or pushing it all the way up. So I think we should get rid of a good portion here. If we just go ahead, build these tiles, I should be able to do that without taking scalding damage if I'm quick. Build, wonderful. And then we just build our way all the way up until we get rid of that magma in space. And that should be the last of it. Then it's just gonna disappear into space. Curiously enough, it actually takes a really long time. That's insane. Okay, so what would be our next step? We really don't have to make it that far anymore. Just all the way down here. Okay, I'm now ready to dive a little bit deeper. Let's maybe do 3 ladders. I'm not sure. Okay, now I'm actually scalding, so I will have to abandon this for a bit. And now if I just do one by one, I should be totally fine. I just can't remain inside the magma for a long time. Wonderful, I made my way up once again, so there's the last bit of magma that is disappearing, and now we should be able to almost completely break through. Yeah, it is somewhat of a tedious task, but Super Nathan is totally able to do it. There we go, that is another layer gone. Let's open this up one more time, and will you look at that, there's just so little to go. Here it might actually be a little bit easier to just go ahead and convert it. Okay, we're doing it. We're at the bottom. Let's open this up. We're gonna try to dig everything out we can. Oh, actually there's not enough space. Though I'm sure we can still do it if we have like insulated tiles here. And now all we have to do is build more obsidian tiles that touch the magma and that can take on the heat. Though, this might be a very long process because it's not just a few kilograms. I am scalding a little bit, but that is totally fine. It's part of the process. And now I just keep on rebuilding these tiles. I'm not sure, that might be a little bit cheesy to some of you. But we always rebuild them at a quite low temperature. Maybe just pushing it upwards was a little bit swifter. However, what we could try is exchange these with steel tiles. This way we can extract the heat much better. Or maybe we just build a freaking pitcher pump. Yeah. We have the perfect space here for a little pitcher pump. Just need to dig out a little more. Actually, the magma cannot touch the pitcher pump, so I will have to put this a little bit further down. So if I put this right here, this should be safe. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't change temperature. Okay, in this case, we just get rid of the magma right here in this pocket. Though, I don't know, this might not be going to space. So I just want to make sure that is actually the case. Liquid magma. Enable auto bottle and do this very carefully. I'm gonna set up a second pump just to be a little bit quicker. And look at that. This is actually kind of working. I mean, it's just a tiny amount of magma left that we have to get rid of. Now I have 3 bottle emptiers going for myself. We could even add a 4th one, and we should do so right there. Look at that, it is actually working. We're getting rid of so much magma. I will have to move the pitcher pump soon though. Yeah, like that we definitely reach our goal. Now at this point it should actually be easy to help out a little bit. Maybe we're gonna downgrade the priority of the bottle emptiers there. Oh, as a matter of fact, we're done. Yes. Oh my gosh. Jeez, you have no idea. I don't even want to talk about my suffering. But check this out. Niobium. Niobium. So much niobium. Unfortunately, we have to mine it and we'll only be getting 15 kilograms a pop. However, the volcano is going to be a different beast, so I'm looking forward to tame that. But, you know, just to celebrate, we're gonna dig our way all the way down here. Just check out how far down this goes. And we also dig away some of that precious niobium. Wonderful. Give me that. Actually, let me build these tasks first. Yeah, build them. Get rid of that. New material. 150 kilograms of niobium already. It's like a dream came true. Here is the very end. So it is quite a large site, actually. It should be a good head start, even without the volcano. Here we go, we did it. I think at this point I'm gonna wrap it up. The next time we're gonna try to plan out what we actually need to tame this guy, and then we most likely have to fly back one more time in order to provide the rest of the materials. But yeah, pretty happy. After all, even though it was chaotic, it worked out in the end. Nathan here is ready to tame the niobium volcano. And yeah, we'll have to think about the design. I don't think my normal designs actually work for the niobium volcano, so we'll have to come up with something smarter, but I already have a few ideas we might want to test. With that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.